Morning, folks. It's 12th of April. Imagine that. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since I last posted an update, but I've been plugging away at making doors for the main cabin, and there's 4 of them: one for the head, one for the aft bulkhead, and the 2 side doors. And this turned out to be a bit of an adventure. I originally wanted sliding doors on the side of the main cabin, but I just couldn't make it work. The cabin is curved one way as well as another, so that compound curve made it difficult for the geometry to fit. The bottom and top rails would have stuck out too far over the side decks, and unfortunately we have to lock on those side decks to get to the foredeck, so that was out. So I'm making hinge doors, and I found some hinges that I think are going to work. So what I got here in front of me is a panel that I fiberglassed yesterday. This is one of the side doors, and I've used a packing blanket and a heated blanket to cure the epoxy, because it's not exactly warm here yet. It's only 8.5 degrees here, which is like in the low 50s Fahrenheit. So this was on all night, and it should be cured, and so I'm going to pull it out of the bag and we'll see what we got. The little Rory here in the background is the diesel heater, which is essential in this godforsaken country at this time of year, when you never know what Mother Nature is going to throw at you next. We've had 30 degrees Celsius temperature changes in a day, and it takes a little getting used to, and it's especially hard trying to build a boat in this weather and these primitive conditions in a tent, which is really not ideal, but sometimes you just got to make do with what you got. This heated blanket was pretty cheap. It was like $30 on Amazon. And first panel I did, I had it cranked up way too high, and the epoxy cured really fast. The inside temperature was 33 degrees Celsius, which was approaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So that was pretty warm. Probably too warm. I use the clear plastic just to keep the blanket from sticking to the epoxy. But this part has been peel plied. Well, that came off pretty easy compared to last time. Same as last time, it's fewer dry spots, one little bubble. These later areas here, that's the fairing compound that's underneath, so that's not an issue. And you'll notice this has the cutout for my window, so I'm going to grab my multi-tool, and if the blade is still good enough, I'm going to cut off the excess fiberglass. And we'll move on and do the second one. I think all my neighbors are at church, so I'm not disturbing them. It's at 8:30 in the morning, so most of them are already gone to church or breakfast or wherever. Golf course isn't open yet, so I know they're not golfing. So this is all waste, but plan for that. I've got lots of fiberglass left. I don't have enough epoxy to finish the boat, which kind of sucks given the current climate with oil prices, and epoxies are petroleum-based chemicals. The prices are going up, so I've got 1.5 gallons left, and I think I'm going to need to buy 3 more, and that should be it. I hope I never have to buy epoxy ever again. Oh wait, I got a Boston whaler to restore. So anyways, I'm going to dress up these edges with the sander, and I'll spare you that. So when I come back, we're going to pull the second side door down, and we're going to laminate that. Stand by. Probably shouldn't have lifted this. So now I got a mess on my hands. And this is just going to make it worse. That wasn't my finest work. Not overly proud of that, but it should work out. We'll keep it here under the heat for... I'll put the timer on. It'll shut off around midnight. It should be cured by then. So that's about it for this week, folks. It's just wash, rinse, and repeat. Glassing these doors. I've got the big one up on the boat, fairing it. That's for the head. That's going to be a fiberglassing job, approximately twice the size of this. So once that's done, got to build the frames. So they've got to be faired, sanded, primed, exactly the same way the hull was done. So that's a bit of work, and it looks like our weather's turning around in our favor. So I want to jump on the main cabin top and the forward cabin and the forecastle deck and get that all ready to be painted as soon as I can. I'm going to spray it. I've got a new LVLP gun because I'm working with a smaller compressor now, and a bit of a learning curve there, but get that figured out. So until next week, from Lori and I and the furry overlords that allow us to live in their house, we hope you all stay well, happy. Cheers.